Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with my Play by Sephora box. I think they just opened up the waiting list again, so I will link them down below, but they are $10 a month. You get 5 samples plus a perfume sample, so I definitely think it's worth it. I think they send out good stuff. So let me go into what I got last month first. First off, I got a mini of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and because I already had a miniature of that, like the exact same packaging and everything, I got rid of that. I passed that along, but I did keep everything else. I got the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. There's a mark on it because I'm trying to finish it up, but this is okay. This is a good pore filling primer. However, I still say that the NYX pore filler is just as good as all these high-end ones. I will say this one does not have a smell like the Benefit Professional does, so that's always good. Next, I got a little Blotterazzi from Beauty Blender, and it's okay. I mean, I'll show you here right now because I am shiny right now. It does help some, but as somebody else pointed out, having to wash this every time you use it kind of negates the whole, this is a little more eco-friendly than a bunch of blotting sheets. So, and this is, after about 30 washings or so, this is probably going to start tearing up. But, you know, I'm happy to try it. Then that's kind of the point of this box, is to try stuff I otherwise would never have bought. I never would have bought this. But it was fun to try, and I am really oily, and it does help a little bit, about as much as a blotting sheet does. So I guess that's just your choice. Do you want to use something you have to wash all the time, or do you want to use a bunch of blotting sheets? Next is probably my favorite thing of this. This is the First Aid Beauty Skin Rescue Deep Cleanser with red clay, and yes, the product itself is red. I love this. This gets my face clean, but without that, you know, kind of too dry feeling. But I am very oily, so it is really hard to dry out my face. Products have done it, but it's really, really hard to do. So I've really been enjoying this, and for the Sephora VIB sale in November, I totally might purchase myself a full size of this. I mean, I have a lot of mini face washes to go through, so I may or I may not, but if I go through all of mine, I will probably pick this up again. I actually have another one of these, but I left it at my mom's house, so I'm probably not going to see it for a few months. So hopefully I will get that back soon. Next is the Way Hair Care Wave Spray. This is nice, and I do like the smell of it. I mean, it's not the typical beachy smell that sea salt sprays give, but it is kind of like a nice hair care smell. So if you don't like how those usually smell, you might like this. And the thing is, I'm going through it kind of quickly. Like, I've only used it like 4 times, and I've already used like a chunk of it. So because of the price point, I would probably not purchase this, but I was very happy to try it out. And finally, we have the Nest Fragrance in Citrine. This was really nice. I finished it, actually. And it's a nice kind of citrusy smell. I don't know if I would necessarily purchase it, but, you know, it's on my radar. So it is the type of smell that I really like. So, you know, out with the old, in with the new, as always. And they do change the little bags they send every month now, which I think is kind of cute. Wink outside the box, because, you know, their punniness is always insane. I think I left my little sheet over there, but now they give like a poster sheet instead of a booklet. Right, let's open this up and dump it out. Okay, first off, they sent us a mini of the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I'm so tired of subscription boxes sending me mascara, but I will say, I do really like this mascara. I've tried it before. This is a little mini. This is not like the $10 one that you can buy on their website. This is about half that size. I looked it up because I do the price points. So I was actually a little surprised too, but I do really like this mascara. It has that really kind of soft, kind of fluffy brush. I'm not going to open it because I don't want it to dry out on me. And because I do know how I feel about it, I'm not going to try it out right away. But I do think this gives some really good volume, and it is super dark. Next is what I was excited to get, because I do really enjoy this eyeshadow formula. It is the Makeup Forever Artist Shadow in the shade, I think it's 6P01. Like, they give their shadows weird names, but this is what it looks like. It is not a full size. It's a... I have some change right here, actually. Yeah, honestly, it's about the size of a nickel. Which isn't that bad. And this is a pretty color, I will say. It's got a little bit of sheen to it, just that kind of everyday taupey thing going on that a lot of people like. So apparently these are also, if you get the right colors, you can use these as blushes. I mean, yes, you can use any eyeshadow as a blush, but they actually advertise these as eyeshadow and blush. I didn't realize that. Let's see, next we have the Lancome Energie de Vie Smoothing and Glow Boosting Liquid Care. And in my understanding, this is either a very lightweight moisturizer, a little more than an essence, a little less than a full moisturizer, which, especially for summer, is about all the moisture I need. And this is the little tube that it comes in right here. Let's give it a sniff, because sometimes Lancome products smell really bad to me. Not this one. I mean, it's perfumey, but it's like citrusy perfumey, so that's not bad. I mean, if you're really sensitive to fragrance in your skincare, stay away from Lancome, but let's see. The other makeup item we have is a Sephora brand contour eye pencil in 12-hour wear. The first box I got in, I think, November had one of these in my boyfriend's jeans or something like that. It was a really pretty blue one. And this one is in the color Flirting Game. It's a taupe. So probably go really good with that eyeshadow, actually. And this is what it looks like. It's really stuck on there. There it goes. That is it right there. Yeah, those would actually go really good together. So, looks like I kind of nicked a tiny bit off the top, but that's okay. So, that is what that looks like. And the last actual item, other than the perfume, is the Caudalie Resveratrol Eye Lifting Balm. Now, there was some slight variation in the boxes this month, but I don't know why. Like, some people got the Algenist Eye Balm, which I kind of would have preferred personally, and a different color of the eyeliner. That's what that is, eyeliner. And then they got a slightly different variation on the perfume. I don't know why. Like last month, the variation was for oily skin versus dry, normal skin. But this sucker is expensive when I looked it up. I just sprayed eye balm up my nose. That's awesome. It doesn't smell like anything, which is good. Like, that's what I was trying to check, and then I shot some right up my nose. Because I'm special like that. But I'm so happy to try this. I just know that I really want to try the Algenist one, but the Algenist one is super expensive, so I've always been a little afraid to try it. And finally, we have the Clean Reserve Blonde Rose perfume. It is in the Floral Musk family. Ooh, this one has a sprayer. That's good. Inspired by an escape to a warm bubble bath infused with rose petals and a daydream. What are the notes? Those are the notes in French. Oh, with notes of rose, peony, jasmine, musk, and sandalwood. Let's give this a sniff. I'm not even wearing perfume today. I waved my hand around to get some of the initial alcohol smell out of perfumes, by the way. I like that. As I've always said, I don't like just a pure rose. But usually when you mix rose with other things, I tend to really like it. That's why I really like the Stila by Stella McCartney that they sent me, actually. I like that. Okay, once it sits, it gets a little bit of a powder note, which I'm not as fond of, but still, overall, I can totally wear that. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.